All right, let's talk about finding a great dog trainer right here in Surprise, Arizona. If you're looking for some clear, practical advice on how to make the right choice for you and your dog, you're in the right place.
So this is the big question, right? You live in Surprise, you've got a dog, and you know you need some training help. But with so many options, how do you even begin to figure out who's the best fit? Well, that's exactly what we're going to walk through together.
Here's a quick look at what we'll cover. We'll start with what it's actually like having a dog in Surprise, then get clear on your own goals, talk about what makes a good trainer, cover the key questions to ask, and then wrap up with some local rules and great places to practice.
Okay, first things first, let's ground ourselves in our own backyard. Good training isn't just about teaching sit in the living room, it's about getting your dog ready for the real world, right here in the West Valley. Think about it. Life with a dog here means you could be at a busy park one minute and on a quiet walk through your neighborhood the next. You want a dog that can chill on a patio on Bell Road, but also handle all the excitement near the stadium during spring training. A good trainer helps your dog navigate all of these different situations calmly and confidently.
Now for a step that's going to save you a ton of time and energy down the road, figuring out what you actually need before you even start looking for a trainer.
So, what's your situation? Are you starting from square one with a puppy who needs to learn, well, everything? Or do you have an older dog who's great but pulls on the leash? Maybe you're dealing with something more specific, like anxiety or reactivity. Or maybe you just want your dog to stop jumping on guests. Pinpointing your main goal is the best place to start.
And then think about your lifestyle. In-home training is perfect for stuff that happens at home, like barking at the mail carrier. Group classes are awesome for learning to focus around other dogs. Private lessons give you that personalized one-on-one attention, while board and train programs are a more immersive choice if you have a really packed schedule. Okay, so you know what you need. Now, how can you tell a real pro from just some person with a website? Let's go over the key things that signal you're dealing with a skilled, effective, and humane trainer.
You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement, and for good reason. It's the modern, science-backed standard. The whole idea is simple. You reward the behavior you want to see more of. It's about teaching your dog what to do, not just punishing them for what not to do. This builds a way better relationship and gets results that actually stick. Now, here's something to know about Arizona. The state doesn't require any sort of license for dog trainers. That's why professional certifications are such a good sign. They show that a trainer has actually gone through formal education and passed exams on how animals learn. And if you're dealing with bigger issues like serious fear or aggression, you really want to look for a certified behavior consultant. They have extra specialized training.
This leads us to the next step, actually picking up the phone and talking to some trainers. Having a few solid questions prepared makes all the difference in feeling good about your choice.
And of course, one of the first things on everyone's mind is money. What's this actually going to cost? Let's look at some typical price ranges you'll find here in the Surprise area.
As you can see, the costs can vary quite a bit. A group puppy class is usually the most budget-friendly way to start. Private lessons will cost more per hour, but they're totally customized. And then board and train programs are the biggest financial investment. This should give you a pretty good ballpark for what to expect.
So when you're interviewing a trainer, have these questions handy. You'll want to confirm their methods, ask how they'll tailor things specifically for your dog, and talk about how you'll track progress. Definitely get a clear picture of all the costs up front. And maybe the most important question, ask what you need to do between sessions. Your practice is what makes the training really sink in.
All right, let's talk about the fun part, taking all this new knowledge and skill out into the real world. Where can you go and what do you need to know?
So, the basic rule here in Surprise and across Maricopa County is that your dog has to be on a leash in public places. The only exception is if you're in an official, fenced-in dog park. Also, remember that all dogs have to be licensed with the county and be up to date on their rabies vaccine. Just make sure you have all that sorted out. And Surprise has some fantastic spots to practice. The local dog parks are perfect for working on recall in a safe, off-leash environment. If you want to practice your leash skills with real-life distractions like other hikers or even some wildlife, the trails at White Tank Mountain Regional Park are amazing. And for just a solid, polite walk, the paths around the Surprise Rec Campus are perfect.
At the end of the day, putting in this effort is about so much more than just having a dog that listens. It's about building a partnership with a dog you can take anywhere, who you can share your life with. Having that well-trained companion just opens up so much more of our beautiful city to enjoy together. We wish you the very best on your training journey.